All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about the Hispanic situation. If you guys haven't heard about me having some issues with the Mexican community in Los Angeles, where they thought I was racist, I'm gonna set that straight. See, I never had an issue with having my head up and looking anybody in the eyes because people who know me, people who had been around me, they knew I wasn't racist. The people that have been around me for the past 10 years building everything that I have built, the Mexicans that helped me build my businesses in my life around me with my houses, and there are still some of them still in my life. They know I'm not racist. There's the funny story about the person who made the video, my manager, who was Mexican, working for me for years, who also had hired her sister, who was my manager at the juice bar at the gym, who also has hired her brother, who was also working at my front desk at the gym. And, as her mom, as a family member, she was my maid at my house for years, coming through multiple homes, and has been part of my family, eating with me for many years before the incident. So clearly, I couldn't be a racist since, I didn't hire all four of them at the same time. They all came to work for me because I was a great boss. I did pay some of them under the table just to help them out because I understand I came from an immigrant family. We went through the same struggles where my parents had an issue with the papers and they couldn't get a job. So I have no problem understanding an immigrant or illegal alien because I was one when we first came to the country. I had to lie to my first job at McDonald's that I had actual social security card to be able to get the job. So I know how it feels like to be one of you guys, everybody, everybody who came here for that American dream. That was the same way that we came. So I'm no different than to any Mexican or anybody that may feel some type of way about. My parents actually had a lunch truck, the Roach Coach, for years in Fresno. So I helped them out on the weekends with my brother. So I really know how it feels like being a vendor and a street vendor. So all these conversations about the bullshit that I was put through, people that put it together, they can go. You know, you already know. The reason that video was made is because I found out that she had stolen about $40,000 in payroll while I was in Miami. And the money that I was sending to have her pay the employees, she wasn't. And come to find out, my employees reached out and said, "Where is our money?" So the day I actually flew in to the grand opening for my juice bar at my gym, where we were opening up an organic juice place with smoothies for my members and giving it away for free that day as samples, she had decided to set up this whole street vendor adventure where it made no sense to what we were trying to accomplish as far as, hey, I have a juice bar, I'm doing a grand opening to, why would I have an horchata station selling horchatas inside my gym, which has nothing to do with the gym to begin with, on the day of the grand opening of my juice bar inside my gym. So if that doesn't make sense to you guys, why I might have said that, hey, this is not a Mexican hangout, or I will be selling horchatas inside the gym, is because we were giving away free organic juices that day in my gym as the grand opening to my members, and that was the whole vibe. So she set me up to fail that day. She recorded, she knew I was gonna blow up. She recorded the conversation, cut it up, where it was all about that whole Mexican hangout, which clearly having a lot of the people, if you have seen throughout my years in the gym for the past 8 years where I've had the LA location, I had many, many, many Mexicans, and all different kinds of Hispanics come through my gyms and never had any issues being any racial situations. So I was set up nicely. Found out she went and bought a house right after she was fired. You know, no coincidence there, I guess. But uh, nobody really knows this story. This is the first time I'm really talking about it. But this isn't to justify anything. This is just to set the record straight. Uh, like I said, people who know me, they still know me. My Mexican friends never left. A lot of the clout chasing cockroaches that you guys are, that try to switch sides to get clout from me. Vicky, the fat bitch, some of the other influencers who try to use my name to get some TikTok views. Go all fuck yourselves. Uh, I'll see you sometimes. Nothing has changed. I'm still me. But you bitches changed, so we're going to talk about it. If you guys have any issues, if there is any kind of uh, things we want to set straight, please feel free to reach out and we can talk about it. Yeah. Actually, this is a cool situation actually happened a few days ago. I had some people came over and asked me a question about when is something that happened, like kind of threw you off and, where you had to kind of reset. And I never really thought about that until that moment. I realized when the whole divorce situation happened with my ex, that threw me off completely off my game. Where, as a man growing up, in the Armenian family, it wasn't in our genes to have the whole divorce or get married for those reasons. If you were to get married, you were supposed to have a family, kids, all of that, and make it work. How how parents have done it before, and before that, that's how we were raised. So when the divorce happened, it kind of threw off where the man that I was visualizing my whole life of being the whole family man and the dad, that was kind of taken out of the picture in the way I had it, not completely, but in a way that I had envisioned it before. So that kind of threw me off, and I didn't realize that where I had to figure out, like, now what, you know? Um, I think a lot of people lose themselves in the process of trying to be in certain situations where, you put yourself in places where, you're not yourself anymore. So when the other person is not there anymore, you don't realize, what you have or what you are after that. So that was a nice realization for me. Uh, and I think one of the greatest lessons that we learn in life is to be able to let go. And that's the only way we can actually grow. And I came into peace with the fact that, we all grow in different ways and different pace. Uh, so, I go my way, she goes her way. I'm okay with that. Now it's just more about, where you want to be and what's the next phase of life, I guess. What's the vision next? And if it's not greater than what it was the before, there's no purpose for it. So after realizing where I am now and what I'm doing with life now, it's not really taking me where I I want to go or where I want to be in the future. So I decided to make some changes recently. I don't know if you guys heard, but I sold the gym in LA to Mac Fit. Yeah, my boy took over. He's gonna be reopening it as Mac's gym, and I'm happy to let that happen. Um, there's bigger things coming in life, and I realize being able to be free and being able to do things as they come is a really big key to be able to be as much as you can be. So just being able to be ready and capable and able to be able to do things is also a key to be able to be successful. So I want to set up for something big. There's some big ideas Besides the music, we got some music coming out. I'm getting excited about. I've always loved music. I've wished I could play some instruments, but uh, that never happened. But I have some vision. I like to create things. I like to have fun with life and make the most of everything. So uh, there's some big things coming, and I'm excited for it. So I'm excited to share this and be able to now to be able to speak and share more of the lessons in life. There's no losses in life. It's all about time for a change. That's literally what it is. You gotta be able to change. Like Bruce Lee said, you gotta be like water. You gotta be able to be fluid where whatever they pour you, you gotta be able to take that shape. So there's no losses. There's no end until you're dead. Until then, you have moves. It's chess. You gotta be able to find the next move. There's always a move. I know there's a lot of people that know me will never believe that I would ever let go of gyms, but you know, just growing and realizing and being able to comprehend life. Once I realized that the life that I'm looking forward to or I want for myself and my kids for the bigger future, the gyms are not going to provide it for me. It's not going to give me what I need to be able to do what I need to do. So I decided to let go. God knows what's going to happen. But it's all about, doing bigger and better things and not being limited in a way where this is all I have to do. I actually had a conversation with one of my members in Miami, who's a very successful man. One of the biggest things, he taught me was to be able to be free, to be able to be able to move, to be able to do things as you need to, where you're not stuck in a way anywhere for any reason. And, I'm in a place in life where anything and everything is possible. That's how I like to live my life. And I realized I've been so stuck in this gym where this is my life, this is me, this is gym, where it still is. It's my gym. I love gyms. I love working out. It's still a lifestyle, but it's not the business that's going to give me the jets and the boats and everything else that I'm looking for. So I've decided to be able to let go of a few things and add a few other things to be able to, have some more time to be able to look outside and, be able to move around and try and figure new things out. Why not? There's no limit to it. Like I always say, if it has never been done before, there's no reason why you're not the person to do it. If it's been done before, find a better way of doing it. That's all it is to life. There's no really creating the wheel. It's more about how can we make things better and how can we improve on things that already exist or make it more convenient or easier to exist in a way. So that's where we are. So new things coming. God knows what's next, but stay tuned. We're going to talk about it. But it was so unexpected in a way where I decided, and Matt came into mind, and it just worked out. Like it wasn't planned. Like I didn't put it out there to, hey, I'm selling the gym.
I'm saying like if you sign that paperwork or whatever, just like
But it was like brotherly. Like I'm giving to you as a brother. I want this to succeed. I want a bigger and better of it coming. You know what I'm saying? I came into the game and I made the gym game improve. I've improved a lot of gyms out there. A lot of gyms got a lot of upgrades. Thanks, guys. You're welcome. uh, yeah, I definitely raised the ceiling and the bar for a lot of gyms. I actually went into Gold's Gym today in Northridge. You get a lot for $50. A lot. You get a lot. They got a spot. They got a sauna. They got TVs. They got a private room. They got a VIP.
you haven't been around. Huh?
Fifth, no, I haven't been nowhere. The past 10 years, I've been stuck in my little bubble where I'm like, why is there so many people in the gym? What do you mean, people? Why is there?
Wait for a wait for that?
Yeah, people are waiting in line. I'm like, what is this? He goes, oh, this machine. I'm like, People are like 10 more minutes. Yo, like, what do you mean? It's okay? You have to wait 10 minutes to use a machine? What kind of animals are we? So, yeah, the funny story is we actually walked in. I said, we're going to try something new. Looks dope. Like, new Sunday morning, we walk in, and I got the membership for me and my girl. And we worked out for 30 minutes and we were locked out. I said, we're not doing this. It was packed at oh no, it was 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Packed. I mean, you're getting a lot for $50. They should definitely raise their prices. Gold's Gym, you got you got a lot of money to make. I don't know why you guys selling yourselves so short, but I mean, there shouldn't be that many people there. You shouldn't have to wait in line for machines. The whole concept of working out, getting a pump, getting the blood flow, getting to rip the connective tissue to be able to build and grow, waiting 10 minutes to use the machine. It's not happening, guys. And I was actually telling my girl, look around. Look around. Everybody looks like shit. I mean, to be honest, everybody has a gym membership, but most people don't look like they go to the gym, but everybody pretends like they do, and they do. But if you're going to go around and you think it's okay to wait 10 minutes to use the machine, and then you're going to go wait another 10 minutes, and now you're in the gym and you fucking go there and brag to your friends that you're spending 2 hours in the gym every day, and half the time you're on the phone, half the time you're waiting for a machine, half the time you're bullshitting and posting shit. You ain't doing shit. That's the reason why you're not getting anywhere in life. And literally you're wasting your life. And I've always been about, higher prices and, more VIP, more private, less people, more quality. And I've always liked to be able to move around and not have to worry about machines and having lines and having anybody bother anybody or having to worry about being on a time crunch. And I think it's okay to pay a little bit more to have those, luxuries, even though it's not really a luxury because you're actually saving time from your life and you're able to actually input the time that you're putting in for a better purpose, which is going to benefit you more in a shorter period of time. So in the longer run, you're actually making money. So people don't see this as an investment where, pay another $100 a month to be able to save an extra hour a day. Shit. I wish I could buy that all day. I mean, you're making millions over time with that time. People don't see that. And that's why you have more people in general, gyms, the whole commercial gyms where, LA Fitness 24 hours, Gold's Gym now. I mean, they're selling so much for so little. And there's people just literally worried about paying less and not really seeing the bigger picture of making more. And for me, it's always about how much does it cost? It's how much more can we make? So we don't have to worry about how much it costs because it shouldn't matter in life. It's all about making things happen. And if you're not trying to make things happen, and if you have to worry about the minimal so you can make things work or last, for what? You're going to die for the rest of your life. That's just a lifestyle and a mindset of you're broke. It's always a way. Like I said, there's always moves. And, you can always make an excuse and, have the crutch or the handicap or you can use to make yourself feel better or actually find the next move and make the move, And if you're not happy with something, change it.
So what about your gym back then?
But I don't know if I want to. But you know what it is now? You know what I realized, to be honest with you? I'm going to be real blunt and raw with this shit. I don't care if I hurt people's feelings, but now the workforce sucks. There's no employees. Employees suck. Like, it doesn't matter. You treat them good. You treat them like, look at what happened. I fucking had a whole Mexican family. They were making 15 grand a month from me illegally, setting me up. It doesn't matter how you treat them. These people are ungrateful. They don't want to work. Nobody wants to. Everybody's trying to fuck everybody. Everybody's trying to take advantage of everybody. Everybody's trying to come up on everybody. And nobody wants to put in the work and take the steps. Everybody wants to take what's yours, what's already there. Listen, I didn't just get here. I've been getting here. It's been 10 years, over 10 years I've been putting in work to get here. You can't come and take it. People can fake it, but there's only so many people that have been doing it for so long where, it's obvious that they're doing it. They're doing it for a reason. And just going around, honestly, going to the restaurants and just watching how people interact. We went to another gym to try it out. The employee literally gave me 3 different items for free. I said, charge me. She goes, it's okay, don't worry about it. But I'm like, yo, this isn't even your gym. Like, what do you mean? This is what my employees do to me. This is vital. How much money do I lose because of this behavior? And this is not because it's my employees. It's not because this is just the world that's created where people don't want to work. The general public, the general workforce has literally deteriorated where people, that level, that wage force that we need for businesses to function, for businesses to make money, doesn't exist. The people are so easily replaceable where they don't even care about this money, where they don't even care if they get fired. They don't want to work. They literally just want to sit there on their phones and watch their phones and scroll and post shit and talk shit all day. And I want to find businesses now to do that has no employees. I swear, I'm just at a point where, like, what can we do that I don't have to depend on anybody to do anything, for me in a way where I don't want to be screwed over. I don't want to feel, I take everything personally because I like to take care of people, and I like to take people's feelings into consideration. And
Wear your heart on your sleeve.
yeah, and I'm nice and I get hurt. My emotions get hurt and I get mean a little bit, but I don't like that. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to be feeling like I'm being taken advantage of. So I want to like watch the employees happen, and I understand why a lot of the businesses are failing now because literally there's no workforce to be employed by these people to actually benefit the business. Everybody's just trying to take everybody's shit.
Did you see that happen after the pandemic? Everyone's staying home getting paid, and they kind of lost that drive.
Yeah, there's no drive, there's no urge to work. There's no real hustle of like, yo, let me accomplish something. I offered somebody a part of a business for free. I said, I want you to be part of, just to get them excited. Yo, like, I'm gonna give you part of the business. This is gonna be worth a lot of money once we build it, and I'm gonna give it to you for free. I'm spending all the money. I'm gonna build this, and I want you to be partners, so you can be proud, and so you can, put more into it, more heart. And the kid the next day just
Nowhere to be found, huh? That's crazy.
like, yeah, it's just really sad right now. People want free shit, and yeah, nobody really wants to kind of do any manual labor in a way where it's any benefit to the business. And like I said, a lot of businesses are struggling because of it, and a lot of businesses are closing down because of it. And you really can't do anything about it because these employees have so many
Right here.
rights and protections where you can't, you may not, you might as well just let them be and be the boss, because who are you to say what they should do? What do you mean they have responsibilities? They're getting paid to do things, or they're just gonna be sitting there on Instagram all day? What do you mean you gotta work? What's work? That's the new behavior for these kids. And sadly, there's this weak behavior, this beta behavior that brings up all this weak ass attitude with people with their OnlyFans sitting home and being able to make some coins, and social media being able to provide monetary help to people that are weak and willing to do weak ass shit to make money, and it's out there for them, and it's happening, and people are passing by, and I don't see those people as any benefit to society, because all they're doing is eating and acting like monkeys. Yeah, no.
It's changed. It's crazy.
Well, that's the thing, once you realize you go through things, you have things and then you lose things and you have things and you realize in life you need to have a purpose. You need to have more where what's your purpose, what's your benefit to life and what do you bring to the table outside of just eating and fucking and sleeping because anybody could do that and if that's your only purpose then you might as well go fuck yourself and you know which you are doing already. But yeah, I don't see those people as any value in my life, so I don't like them around. I like to stay away from people for those reasons because I like to be inspired by people and I like to have people that are not going to ruin my thoughts or put things in my head that I shouldn't know. Simple things as somebody I was hanging out with brought up a fact that there is a web page where you can sell your toe pictures. And people pay for this shit. I don't want to know this shit. Like, I let it exist and let people make money with their fucking weak ass, weird ass behavior. Go fuck yourselves. But I don't want to know that shit exists. I don't want to know that you're actually spending time taking photos of your feet and then there's people who are actually paying to watch those photos. There's some weak ass, like, I don't want to know these things. Yeah, I stopped hanging out with that person when I found out this is things that she talks about because I don't want to talk about it. And it's the same goes for anything else that comes into your head. That it takes space. Your brain is like a whole processor. Like you have so many gigabytes or megabytes or whatever. And if you have all this bullshit in there, you can only store so much. And if you're gonna put all this unnecessary stuff in there, you can't have anything positive that's gonna be able to fit further in there and have any benefit for you. So it's very important to be able to input the right information to the people around you so you can have a positive outlook in life and think about bigger things than toes. Yeah.